Early in the year 2000 or so, there was an independent study published in the IT industry that talked about the failure of information technology projects. Now, I am an information technology project professional, and that did not sit well with me. What the study found was that most RT projects overrun their budgets by over 45%. 84% of them are completed on time, no, not on time, and not within budget. In fact, 17% of them were found to have failed so badly, not only was the project yanked, it almost took the organization down with it. In 2017, the Project Management Institute did a study, and this is what they found: that only 43% projects run their budgets over, that only 49% of the projects are not completed on time. And I thought, wait a minute, we are IT professionals. Who would support an industry that has that kind of failure? Anybody here build a house? Yeah, okay, so I'm a builder. And I come to you and I say, sir, I've developed your estimates. Your house is going to be $500,000. But because 43% of our projects overrun their budget, can you go to the bank and get a loan for $750,000 just in case? How about this? In the 1960s, the United States put two men on the moon, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Now, can you imagine the project manager coming to Neil Armstrong and saying, Neil, here's what we're going to do. Now, the moon is going to do this, and we're going to shoot your rocket up, and we're going to meet right there. Now, Neil, I have to tell you something, though. 17% of our projects fail. We might miss. Would you take that rocket ship to that moon? I don't think so. To say that I've seen it all in 20 states, in 2 Canadian provinces, over all of these projects is an understatement. And I don't pretend to understand why all projects succeed or why certain projects fail or why there are certain failure points in certain projects. But I do believe this, and I believe this as strongly as I'm standing here today, that there is one major untapped area in this entire process that we call project management. And that's the tapping into the human factor, or what I call the people first factor. Suppose we could improve project performance by 3%, just by paying attention to the people factor, without sacrificing technology, without sacrificing process, without sacrificing any functionality. 3% on a $300 million project is $9 million. Now, what company would not want that to their bottom line? I think we can do better. I think we can do 10%. 10% of 300 million? You do the math. I was working on a major proposal, and we knew who our competitor was. We knew exactly what our client wanted. I was put in charge of the project plan. I put together this beautiful plan. It was 3,000 tasks long. Everything was connected. All of the precedences were there on the chart. The Gantt charts would have made Da Vinci cry. We lost that proposal to our competitors. My project plan scored 7 out of 10. Theirs scored 10 out of 10. What did they do differently? I realized that my plan showed the client exactly how we would achieve this project goals. Their plan showed them what would be achieved. Interesting. I stuck to the letter of the law. They stuck to what the client wanted. I missed out on the human factors. They understood them much better than we did. So what does all this mean to put people first? We as the computer experts still want the end user to understand our lingo. We want them to learn our jargon, as opposed to our job being to learn what your business is and then translate the technology into how you can use it. We forget the people factors. We don't read body language. We ignore vocal cues, and our conversations are one-sided. I cannot tell you how many times I have heard project managers say, but if you do it that way, it's going to cost me 2 weeks on my schedule. How about if you said, if you do it that way, it may cost me 2 weeks on the schedule, but you're going to get a better product. Maybe if you thought of what's in it for them, instead of what's in it for me, as project management professionals, we would be highly more successful in what it is that we're doing. How about if we show a little gratitude for those people? How about we show a little recognition for the people that are working with us on those projects? Soft skills are important skills because we're putting people first. So here's a question I would ask you. Are we developing systems for people's use, or are we developing for the sake of the technology itself? We're very good technologists at the technology. We're very good technologists at the process. But that third leg, the people leg, it's wobbly. We need to improve on that people leg. We need to spend as much time on that leg as we spend on the other two.